Okay, I'm going to give you some tips for using Google Images, some basic stuff that you might already know. If not, this might be very new to some of you, and that's okay. So to use Google Images effectively, first of all, you're going to probably have some assignments where you have slides like this. The teacher gives you slides and you need to provide photos to show that you understand something, and Google Images is a great resource for you. It's super easy. So first thing you could do is just go to google.com, and in the right corner you can click images. Okay, alternatively, you can also just go to google.com/images. The same thing will happen, okay? Now, in this slide, I'm looking for a photographic example of value in art, which just basically means like drawing with shading in it. So I got my little search bar, and I will type in pencil drawing, and maybe I'll even put the word value into it because I'm looking for value. And it's going to give me some nice examples, okay? Now, something that you could do to make your life a little better and your pictures better is to go to the tools right here. Just click tools, okay? And go down to size and change this to large because you would like a large file size. Otherwise, you might get teeny tiny little pictures that look really, really bad when you try to copy and paste them, okay? Another thing that you can do, well, first of all, let's find our example that we'd like to use, something with good shading in it, good value. And, one thing that you need to be aware of is just simply finding the right example of something, finding a good example. Just because I typed in pencil drawing value doesn't mean I'll always get one. Like, for example, this isn't the greatest example of value, neither is this. Okay, so make sure that you find the right example, and I can scroll down, and you know what? I think this one is pretty good right here. Okay, now it's got some nice shading in it, got good cast shadows, it's got highlights, it's a good example of value. Now, you may see this right here, and you go, oh, that's it, that's my picture. And you see all these other ones too. Now, all these little pictures are called thumbnails, okay, because they're small examples. That's a common art word we use. Thumbnails, a small picture of something. Now, if I try to copy and paste this picture, I like this one. So on your PC, you can probably do a right click. On a Mac, it's like you hold two fingers down and you click, and then you could choose copy image. Okay, and then I'm like, hey, I want to put this in my slides. Okay, and then I go over here and I again right click on a PC, or two fingers and a click on a Mac, and then I go paste. Okay, that's great. What it did was it copied the thumbnail, and so it copied the itty bitty picture, but I would like to get the big picture, okay, because I chose to look for pictures with a big file size, and you could tell the pixel size right here. Okay, that anything over 1,000 is a good size picture. So what I want to do is, again, I want to get that bigger picture and then scale it down, because a teeny tiny thumbnail tends to be bad quality. Okay, so I'm going to click into it, and then I'll copy and paste the bigger picture, and I'll show you what happens. You'll see. Okay, I'm going to paste this in here. See, it gave me the bigger picture instead of the little thumbnail, and that allows me to have better quality, and then I can scale this down to as big or small as I want. Now, if I wanted to scale this one up, I would see how it's creating bad quality because I copied the thumbnail and it was already teeny tiny. It's like, don't stretch me out anymore. Okay, when I start with that bigger picture like we did, it allowed me to just scale it down instead of smaller and not lose any information, not lose any quality. Okay, something that you also want to be aware of when you're searching for stuff on Google Images is watermarks. Now, let's see if there's any good examples here. The other day I was drawing perfume bottles, old-fashioned ones, and I'll show you what a watermark is, okay? So, lots of times people put watermarks on their images. That way, if you go to try and copy and paste it, it'll look really bad. See that watermark? Okay, it messes up the image, so other people won't use it for something else for their own advertising. So try to not use pictures with watermarks, and that's copying and pasting and enlarging and all that stuff.